Good morning, everyone. Last lecture we seen what is the basic concept of mobile. Today we are moving towards one step ahead. What is the actual basic mobile computing? In today's lecture, we seen the basic information. What is the introduction of mobile computing? The generations of mobile computing, cellular concepts. Next one is moving towards FDMA, TDMA, CDMA, GSM, CDMA, all that things we learn in today's lectures. That is the related to the mobile computer. Before moving towards, we see the definition. What is the mobile computing? The mobile computing, it is an one type of operation of computers. Just basic introduction of that mobile computing. The last 25 years, past 25 years, several different wireless technologies have been successfully bringing in innovative and versatile services to the market. The revolution has been made possible by the development of new technologies, new networking technologies such as wireless metropolitan area networks, wireless local area networks, and wireless personal area networks, as well as uh, incredible penetration of IEEE 802 point, the different types, the standards of that all the MAN, LAN and PANs. This is the last 25 years wireless technologies. In what is the mobile? The mobile that someone and something can move or more easily and quickly from place to place means till we move from anywhere, any place. This is the operation of computers and this is the mobile, and we combine it together, mobile and computing, we get the one definition. So what is the mobile computing? Means the users with portable computers still have network connections while they move. There are different types of definitions. A simple definition will be mobile computing is using a computer of one kind or another while on the move. Another definition will be is when a work process is moved from a normal fixed position to more dynamic position. And another one definition is work process is carried out somewhere where it was not previously possible. Means this is the different types of definitions continued by the mobile computing. Mobile computing is one of the umbrella term used to describe technologies that enable and access network services from anywhere, anytime, any places, and it is flexible networking technology. It is defined as environment over physical mobility. Last we see in the mobility. The mobility, it is an ability to move or be moved freely or easily, but in that type the obstacles or barriers will becomes, and we have to remove that barriers, and will be see the stepwise. Last lecture we seen the mobile. Now we are moving towards the next point to the comparison to wired network with mobile network. Here in wired network and mobile network, here is the high bandwidth, in mobile is the low bandwidth. Before moving towards what is the bandwidth? Bandwidth is the maximum rate of data transfer across a given path means it has a maximum rate of data transfer. In wired network it is the maximum rate, but in mobile network it is the minimum rate. In bandwidth there are another different types. It is not a part of our, but there was a network bandwidth, data bandwidth, digital bandwidth. Next, low bandwidth variability. Here in mobile network, high bandwidth variability. In wire network, can listen on wire, but here is the hidden terminal problems. Something problems it will be hidden. It requires high power machines. Here required low powers. In wired, high resource machines we require. Here low resource machines need physical access as well as security, but here need of proximity. Here is the very low delay means very low barriers noise obstacles. Here is the high delay. Here is the connected operations. Here is the disconnected operations. This is the basic comparison of wired and mobile networks. This is the overview of wireless and mobile networks. This is the some given some standards, frequency spectrums, and data rates. What is the range of all that Z-Wave, Zigbee, wireless, Wi-Fi, RFID? This is the hierarchy. This is the past 25 years technologies that will be mentioned here. Range, power consumptions, what is the applications and comments will be take the anyone. Here is the as per the we know RFID radio frequency identification. The standard will be given frequency spectrum 13.56 megahertz to 135 kilohertz. There are different frequency spectrums. Data rates 100 kbps. The range is the 1 meter. Power consumption is 0. The RFID will be used in D tags and some very low bandwidth related to distance. Huge, and it will be related to user for the huge marketing. Here also ultra wideband standards 802.15.3 less than 8 meters frequencies, less than 480 Mbps. Range is the 10 meter, and ultra wideband very high bandwidth for. Here is the different types of Z-Wave, HomeRF, WLAN, HyperLAN, wireless USB, and there are other different types of ESP, the different types of. Sorry for the disturbances. Here is the overview of mobile networks, some overviews, technology overviews. You know different types of technologies here also. Now we move towards the WiMAX, WRN. WRN means wireless regional area network. The standard is the 802.22. It will be used for the TV broadcasting, TV frequency, broadband access, LTE. Like you all that knows, we already know the words. It will be technologies developed by in wireless and mobile network in by the different standards, spectrums, and data rates. This is the VSAT, mostly will be used for the satellite purpose. LTE, 4G technology for the used for the latency purpose. And this is all the technologies will be comes under the wireless and mobile networks. Next we move towards the this is the one graphical representation x and y axis. It will be given in kilometers and it will be given in bandwidth in Mbps, and there was given different types of networks. There was PAN. We divided in four parts: PAN, LAN, MAN, WAN. PAN and HAN, it is a one type of part: personal area network and home area network. The PAN means is an computer network that enables communication between computer device near a person. PAN can be wired such as USB, Firewire, or they can be wireless such as infrared, Zigbee, Bluetooth, ultra wideband. And it is the range of PAN, it is a very few meters. Same for the HAN. This is the home area network. HAN is the user's home that connects personal digital devices from multiple computers and their peripheral devices, telephones, VCR. These home appliances, all of them know that telephone, VCR, televisions, video games, fax machines, all that will becomes under the HAN. The range of that is in kilometer will be given here and bandwidth will be given here. Which part will becomes under the PAN and HAN will be given here. Means for example IEEE 802.153a, it will becomes in LAN also in PAN and HAN. Means it is a multi-user same for the Bluetooth, RFID. RFID it is a part of PAN and HAN. It will be not used in LAN, MAN and WAN. Next we move towards the LAN. LAN it is an computer network that interconnects computer within a limited area. This is the given range of details such as in residence, school, labs, university offices. The Ethernet it is a 10 Mbps of LAN. Fast Ethernet will be used in 100 Mbps. Remaining it will be used in the Gbps. Next we move towards the LAN. We go to the MAN. This is the WiMAX wireless metropolitan area network. This is the 75 Mbps and the range will be 1 to 6 km. It is required less than 100 users. This is the larger network that usually spans several buildings in the same city or town. That is the metropolitan means here is the less than. And after that the main area that is the wide area network. The main example that is the VSAT satellites, internet. Now we are using internet and different WRN means regional area networks, CDMA, and all that things will becomes under this WAN. It is several WAN. It requires several LANs. May be limited to an enterprise, uh, corporation, or an organization, or accessible to the public. The main example is the internet. Here is the given in CAN and HAN in between LAN there is the DECT TDMA. This is the 552 kbps. DECT it is the digital enhanced cordless telecommunication. DECT it operates FDMA and TDMA, frequency division multiplication axis and time division multiple axis. It is a part of TDD frame structure. In complete frame, there is a 20 millisecond in duration. Here we require 24 time slots. First 12 slots are allocated for the transmission from base station. Next we go, this is the wide area network IEEE standard WRN, that is the regional area network. Is networking technology. It provides internet connectivity for home and business, particularly in undeserved areas. This is the overall scenario of the overview technologies of mobile and wireless network. Now, question will be arises, why go for mobile? Because the answer will be gives it is the enable anywhere, anytime. We already see the definition, different definitions. Brings computer communication to areas without pre-existing infrastructure. Enable mobility means easy to handle, easy. Enable new applications. It is used as a new applications. Exciting new research areas. We have to scope for the new research areas also. There are types of wireless devices, laptops, palm tops. This is very small one type of computers. PDAs, cell phones, smartphones, pagers. It is known as one as a beeper. Receives alphanumeric and voice message. That is pagers. Sensors. Without sensors, we know there are different types of sensors. That really comes in the types of wireless devices. So what is the next challenges for the mobile computing? The connections, disconnections, the low bandwidth, variations in bandwidth, power resources, main, that is the security, and there was a wide variety terminals and devices, and more functionality into single and smaller devices. Mobile computing, it is an environment will be able to access the data, information or logical objects from any device and any network while on the move. This is the user mobility as well as the device mobility. Anywhere, anytime. Already we all had seen in the definitions. There was a virtual home network is an defined as environment in a foreign network such that the mobile users can experience same computing experience as they have in their home or corporate. In corporate as well as home, we define one, that is the VHE, that is the virtual home network. It will be used as in a corporate computing as well as in home computing. That is the another one, nomadic. That is the one of the computing environment to move along the mobile users. It is the true for both local and remote services. It will be provides local services as well as remote services. Pervasive computing. It is an made available in any environment. Any environment will be in case barriers and obstacles. It will be provides the pervasive computing. We are calling that pervasive computing. Another one, ubiquitous computing. It is an disappearing. Nobody will be notice its presence. Every place computing environment, and user will be able to use both local and remote services. Next, when there was a global service and variable computers. That all of you know variable computers, we seen the different types of YouTube videos, such like human are putting the computers as in hat, watch, shoes, clothes. Means there was a different types of techniques, that is the variable computers. It will be easy to handle, but very challenges between the variable computers. And global service portability means it will be portable in the every environment. in every situation. By the way, any problems by occurring the globally. This is the some basic functions of a mobile computing. User mobility means how many users, some network mobility, network problems when it becomes under network, and device mobility, which device we are, service mobility, bearer, session mobility, host mobility, client to server and IP. What issues occurs when the software issues related to apps, some apps are harmful, technical issues related to battery, some hardware problems will be occur, network issues, some connection problems comes to your device, user interface issues, some understanding issues will be occurs by the users, and security issues, some attacks occurs, that is security related. What were the features in mobile computing? It will be used in the artificial intelligence. There was a very scope. Integrated circuitry as compared to complex size is good. Increases in computer processor speed. It increase the speed of computers. The main open areas, that is the interference, some regulations and spectrums. It require, it have low bandwidth, high delays, large delay variations, low security, simpler to attack, shared medium adapt. This is the some open areas to work on that parts. Now we stop here. After that, next lecture we moving towards the 1G, 2G and 3G and 4G and mobile generations. Okay, we'll stop here. Thank you.